Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, licensed gun holder turns himself over to cops after 2 killed in Clarendon. A man who shot and killed 2 people and injured another in Bughole District, James Hill in Clarendon on Wednesday has turned himself into the police. He has been identified as 41-year-old Elroy Fowler, a licensed firearm holder of Longville Park, Clarendon, and the United States. Dead are 69-year-old Tatlin Keane and 57-year-old Melbourne Wright. Police reports are that Fowler went to Keane's house and engaged in an argument with the residents of the home. He reportedly left shortly after before returning to the location and opening gunfire at the 3 occupants of the home, killing 2 of them, police said. The 3rd person is being treated at hospital. Following the incident, Fowler drove his motorbike from the scene of the shooting to the K Valley Police Station, where he turned himself in and handed over his firearm. He was later escorted to the Chapelton Police Station, where he is being held. 70-year-old man dies after bar fight in St. Mary. Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of a 70-year-old man who died on Tuesday following a bar fight in Harmony Hall, St. Mary. Dead is Cecil Coachy Hamilton of a Harmony Hall address. It is reported that Hamilton was at a bar in the community when he and another patron got into an argument. The incident escalated and Hamilton reportedly used a knife to injure the man. The 2 fighting men were asked to leave the bar and they complied. Soon after, Hamilton was found unresponsive on the steps of the bar. The police were called and the senior citizen was taken to the Port Maria Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The cause of Hamilton's death is unknown. Exams are suspended at Irwin High School as the school mourns the tragic death of student. Exams are now taking place at Irwin High School in St. James have been suspended following the tragic death of grade 7 student Diana Solomon. Solomon succumbed Wednesday night to injuries she sustained when a bus mowed her down earlier in the day outside the gates of the institution. Board chairman of the school, Nevin Nish, shared the steps that have been taken as the institution tries to cope with the tragic circumstances. Exams are suspended as the atmosphere is overwhelming at this time, he revealed on Thursday. He further disclosed what has been happening at the school since the news broke. The entire school community is in deep shock and mourning as we face this devastating loss of one of our very promising grade 7 students, Diana Solomon, he said. The school is still recovering from the loss of young Ranil Plummer, who was stabbed to death outside the gates of the institution earlier this year. We ask for continued prayers and support in this another turbulent time for our school's mental strength, Nish added. He further stated that the school is providing support for the girl's family. The school stands with the parents as we pray for comfort for the family. Words cannot express the grueling grief and the pain they have to endure at this time, he stated. Minister of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport, Darrell Vaz, says he is devastated by the news of Solomon's passing. No words can fully capture the pain of such a tragedy, Minister Vaz said in a statement on Thursday. This heartbreaking tragedy is extremely devastating. I am truly saddened by this traumatic incident, and my deepest sympathies go out to the affected families. As a parent, I can only imagine how painful this must be, he added. He informed that the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information will be sending a team to the Irwin High School on Thursday to provide grief counseling to the school community. The Montego Bay Metro staff will also receive counseling services from the Western Regional Health Authority. Vaz went on to appeal to the public to be compassionate and respectful for the grieving family and the Irwin High School community by refraining from sharing videos or images of the accident. The circulation of graphic content amplifies the pain of those directly impacted and deeply violates the privacy and the dignity of the deceased. I implore all citizens to be mindful of the harm that such actions can cause during this difficult time, Vaz said. He added that the government is committed to providing support to the students and the staff of Irwin High and will conduct a comprehensive investigation into the incident. Couple in custody after house fire kills 2 children in Westmoreland. A woman and a man are in custody as investigations continue into the deaths of 2 children in a house fire in Clarendon, White House, Westmoreland on Thursday morning. The children have been identified as 8-year-old Jamar Reed and his nephew, 8-year-old Romaine Powell. They attended New Hope Primary and Junior High in White House. The Westmoreland police have confirmed that the woman in custody, who is the mother and the grandmother of the boys, and her common-law spouse are being questioned. It is understood that Jamar's mother was caring for the children at the time of the tragedy. Her daughter, the mother of Romaine, resides in another parish. O'Neill Henry, divisional commander for the Westmoreland Fire Department, said that the Savannah Lamar Fire Station responded to the blaze about 12:20 a.m. When the firefighters arrived, they were told the 2 boys were inside the house that was engulfed in flames. About 1:10 a.m., the crew found human remains on a burnt-out bed, and by 1:25 a.m., the body of the second boy was recovered.
On arrival at the given location, during scene size-up, the ruins of a house was seen by the crew surrounded by fire. Also, information gathered was that 2 8-year-old males were inside the house while it was on fire. Cooling down and salvaging operations commenced. At approximately 1:10 a.m., the crew discovered human remains on a burnt-out bed. The operation continued. At approximately 1:25 a.m., another human remain was discovered. At this time, it was acknowledged that these were the bodies of the 2 male children that were trapped in the house on fire. Watch your cooking, use safe lights, and wherever you have firefighting equipment, make sure that they are ready for use. And on the roads, drive carefully, avoid speeding, never drink and drive. Let's keep the season joyful and free from accidents. Stay safe and celebrate smiling.
A resident, Sylvester Blackwood, said the community is shaken by the double loss.
Christmas I come and look at baby that no live this Christmas. I carelessness that. He might be himself was the Christmas, he might himself. Never know that I want. But then we are carelessness said we. I never know what camp, that's why I'm careful. And we don't know the area when none of you are cut off. But this one not cut, this one not son, this one not carelessness. And then time come when men should have go. I'm at a short 9 days. If you make the round them, that will not happen. And in time you can't save them. But to neglect you, them all left them one in a house and go. And you they are party one side.
Mentally ill man arrested for alleged rape of retired teacher in St. Elizabeth. A man said to be of unsound mind is in custody after allegedly sexually assaulting a retired teacher at a house in Bypass District, New Market, St. Elizabeth on Wednesday morning. It is reported that about 7 o'clock, the man took the 74-year-old retiree hostage and raped her. When the elderly woman's brother was alerted to the matter and attempted to rescue her, the mentally ill man chopped him on his neck and damaged the house. Other residents were then alerted and rushed to provide assistance, wounding the attacker in the process. A resident, Ashley Smith, says that the attacker had previously issued threats.
So the plan was to come take over the place and run out the man out of the place. Because he make the talk, you know, so he might go run out the man out of the place. So he come to carry out his mission, but it never successful. Because the people them in the community take over the mission. You understand me? And we deal with it fair enough till the police come encounter. But when we go well, we go discover the woman in a blood and stuff like that. Well, for we communities not like this, you know, we're not going to tell us it's perfect, you know, sir. But for we community, you know, bring them a type of violence. We don't abuse people. We don't do these things. If a man come, we defend ourselves.
KSAMC chided for serial delinquency in its building oversight role. The Kingston and the St. Andrew Municipal Corporation is being described as a serial delinquent in its monitoring and enforcement regime, following the latest Integrity Commission report which highlighted building approval breaches on a structure in the corporate area. Civil society advocate Carl Narcisse argued that Tuesday published a report which revealed the breaches in relation to the development at the two-way cliff close, Beverly Hills, Kingston 6, is the second such a finding in recent months. In an October 2023 report, the Commission disclosed that a residential complex at 11 Charlemont Drive in St. Andrew, owned by former President of the National Water Commission, Mark Barnett, and his wife Annette, was also in breach of the building code. Ms. Narcisse contends that the local authority continues to drop the ball on thorough inspections and the documentation throughout the building approval process.
This is a constant thread of every investigation that has happened with respect to permits that have been issued and what actually gets put down on the ground. Each time a scandal comes up about it, you get commitments being made publicly by the KCMC, and I'm sure the KCMC is not unique. The municipalities have this role and the responsibility to not just issue the permit, but to actually do the quality inspections, do the quality reports on those inspections at different points in the development. The KCMC needs to, very quick o'clock, inform the public, confirming whether in fact this particular development is in breach as is indicated in the IC report, because none of its reports indicate whether 4 bedrooms are there on the ground.
Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.